So today's video is going to be one of these lifestyle videos. It's pretty much I'm going to clean up the house, do the dishes, stuff like that. Are you guys still wiping everything off that you get from the store? Be safe, you know. So let's get right into the video. I'm starting off my day today by sweeping the floors. So we have this vinyl tile on the floor. But when we first moved into this house in 1996, the house was newly carpeted and the color of the carpet was iridescent silver. So when we removed it, I just went ahead and put the same type of silver or gray tiles. So these are not ceramic tiles, they're vinyl, but they've lasted long throughout the years. So the house had carpeting throughout, right? Except for the laundry room, the kitchen, and the 2 bathrooms. I hated the carpeting in the dining room, because the kids always spilled when they were eating at the bar and the carpet looked pretty bad there quickly. So one day I decided that I wanted to rip out the carpet and put the tile, and Joe started in the dining room first and he worked his way towards the living room. My house is built kind of long instead of square, so it's a rectangle, and I think that's one of the drawbacks that I don't like about this living room and dining room combo, is because the house pretty much has no corners. The one corner in the living room is actually the fireplace, and the one corner in the dining room is where Joe has his computer desk. I love sweeping, by the way, especially on a cold day. It warms you up right away. So, and you know what? Sometimes when I sweep, I get angry when I don't find any dirt. Look at Wednesday, she's leaving. She doesn't really like for me to sweep because all that dust gets on her and she starts sneezing. So I'm going to go ahead and lean this chair backwards because I want to get underneath it to get all of the dust and fur ball and stuff under here. So Wednesday booked it, guys. She went into Joshua's room. You know, she loves for me to sweep her off with the broom though, because the broom is very, very flexible and soft. So not too much under here today. I do this maybe 2 times a week underneath this chair. And then the big couch, I move that maybe once a month. It's very light. The big couch you can actually push with one hand. So now I have my mop water. And I use the soap that we used to wash the laundry with. And I put some Dettol. And I've been mopping the floors every 2 days ever since the big C came into town. But before that, I think I would mop once a week. So I'm starting at the front door. When we first bought the house, the front door right here didn't have carpet. It had a little spot here with tile. And then the carpeting started right at the closet door. This is so satisfying for me. I love sweeping and mopping. I hate doing laundry. Well, you know what? I love doing laundry, but I don't like hanging up the clothes or putting them away in the drawers. I don't mind folding them and stuff like that, but I don't want to put them away. And I think it's because, you know, Joe has a lot of clothes and not enough drawer space, and so sometimes you gotta stuff things in the drawers. Let's get these floors clean, guys. Because we allow the dogs to come inside the house, this is why I clean the floors so often, because they bring a lot of dirt from the backyard, dust and stuff like that, grass, you know, because they lay in the grass. Look at Joe's little coffee table, guys. I gotta move everything out of the way. I wish we had less things inside this house. If I lived here alone, I would have less things. I have no problem with getting rid of things. Get the mop wet again. Okay. Let's clean this floor, guys. I think this is pretty satisfying. Just to watch the light shine through on the tile after it's mopped. So look, guys, I have a lot of vinyl records still, and I do have a record player. I don't think I'm ever gonna get rid of my vinyls. You know, when I went to college and I took radio broadcasting, that's what I DJ'd with. Records, actual records, not CD or computer or digital stuff like they're doing nowadays. I think anybody can be a DJ nowadays. Back in the olden days for me, olden days like the 1980s, you had to really know what you're doing. So now, kitchen time. Everybody likes to wash the dishes, but nobody likes to put it away. So this is what I'm doing first, is put away. Joshua will help me put away. A lot of the times Joshua will wash the dishes and I'll put away at the same time. Like if I'm gone and Joshua knows I'm coming back to do a show, he will do all this for me. The rest of the kids, they run. Some of it is still wet. I need to get a cloth to wipe it off. I don't like to put away my knives wet. The rest of the family, they put it away wet, then the knives get this spot on it, you know? I don't like that. So in the laundry room, we have a fridge, the washer and dryer, the water heater, and I have a rack back there where I put some pots and pans, okay? And then we also have a water dispensing machine. I have another rack where I put some sugar and stuff like that on it, and the rice cooker. You know, other things that we don't have space for in here. So this is what I'm doing, going back and forth into the laundry room to put things away. When we first moved in here, we used to have the computer desk in the laundry room where the fridge is, but it got hot when it was hot and cold when it was cold, so we quickly put the computer desk inside the dining room. So this is how I wash. I wash some, turn them down to dry them off with my cloth, put them away in the cabinets, and then I wash some more. My family don't do that though, guys. They pretty much just wash everything, pile it up on one side of the sink, walk away, and not put anything away, and that sends me crazy. I told Joe that once we get the money to renovate this kitchen, I'd like for these cabinets right here to have see-through doors, you know, like some type of glass paneling in the door. And he's like, why? Everything's gonna have to always be neat? I'm like, everything's always neat. This is not just for filming. Everything's always put away neat in this cabinet. The pantry, that's a different story, because everybody puts the groceries away, right? And they're not organized. So I'm still drying. I think I still have some more to wash here on this other counter, but let me put some of these utensils away. Okay, the knives in the knife block. And put away the forks and the spoons. Everything's organized here. You know, I dream of the day when I can get a new kitchen, but I would never get it through like Home Depot or Lowe's or places like that, because they charge you a lot of money. It seems like it's cheap at first, right? When you first go in, it's like, oh, it's only this. But then when they start adding, oh, you wanted hinges? Or you wanted knobs? We didn't know you wanted knobs on the cabinet. Oh, and you want a countertop? We thought you could live without that. And then pretty soon, the bills racked up to like $20,000 for kitchen cabinets, and then you're paying for that forever. I would go to a mom and pop place, and I would specifically tell them what I want, have it written down in stone, and let them build it where they're located, and then just come one day to install. Do not let them come in and tear your place apart and just say, I'm going to go build it now and come back, because 10 to 1, they're not going to come back. They're going to go to the next person that gave them another deposit, deal with that person first, and then come back and deal with you later. I know this because we used to have a print shop in a location where there were a lot of cabinet makers, and that's what they did. You know, they would just come in and take your deposit, come in, measure, rip out some stuff, go and start building, and then another person would come and give them another deposit, and then they would go to that person first and then come back to you later. Pretty soon, you know, they have a stroke or a heart attack or something, and then you're left without your cabinets, and your kitchen is still torn apart. So take heed, guys. Take heed. So this red thing here is the lid that goes with that Pyrex dish that I washed earlier. Jada only had some type of cilantro rice or something in it, so it's not too messy. Okay. So if you notice, it wasn't like a lot of things to wash, and that's usually how it is over here. It's like just enough things to be annoying. You know, they'll have like a measuring thing that they use that they didn't wash, like this right here. Jory uses this all the time to measure his sauce or something for one of his meals. This is my cup that I drink out of all day. This was from McDonald's originally. My cousin Susie got this for me when she used to work there. And a bowl. When we first bought these bowls, Joe was able to print the Bare Pantry Show logo on them for me so I could have them on the show. And the sink used to be that white looking sink, but he changed it out to the stainless steel. Now these bottles right here, the kids use stuff out of these today and then wipe them off to put them away. And if you don't wipe them off first, ants are gonna come. So we have to wipe off everything, even the stuff with the spices. They don't like to wipe off stuff when you're done. Honestly, I don't know how these kids' house are gonna look after they leave here, because it's like, dang, kids, help me clean. But you know what? They help me with everything else. They help me with the show, editing, fix the computer, the lighting, the camera. They really do help with everything else. So that sometimes that's why I don't complain too much. This is whatever's left over from lunch today. A little bit of chicken that Joe picked apart to make tacos or something. Just put everything away in the fridge. Get it over with. I like these side-by-side door type fridge because they dispense ice out of the front and they can crush the ice, because I love crushed ice. But they don't have space for anything. So the fridge in the laundry room, we call it the back fridge. That fridge has the fridge on the bottom and freezer on the top. That holds a lot, man. Look at my counter, how the floor mica has broken off of the edge, guys. My poor counter. I love this peninsula. So this kitchen is a galley style kitchen with a peninsula. And I love my peninsula because I can do the show. I think sometimes I'm going to start using my little electric convection range thingy that I have, so that you guys can see from the front, so the camera would be in front of the counter and you can see right into the pot rather than see over my shoulder when I go to the stove. The only reason I don't use that too often is because that revs up and makes a lot of noise. It has a fan that makes a lot of noise. And someone asked me in one of my last videos at my cooking page, why don't I use my KitchenAid? Well, that's because a lot of my viewers don't have a KitchenAid, and I don't want people to feel like my recipes are not accessible or easily done because you don't have those expensive equipment. Plus my KitchenAid makes a lot of noise right now. I think it needs to be greased or something. But I do get it out from time to time and use it for my own purposes, Still cleaning down the counter, and I don't do with Clorox and all that stuff. It's just soap and water. The only time I'll put Clorox on the counter is if something's staining it. Wash out the cloth again. It's looking nice, guys. I'm enjoying making this video. Let's put this back. This is a smaller size than the norm that you get at the store. I got this at the swap meet one time, the outdoor swap meet, and I'm gonna have to go back and try to find another one when the big C is gone. I don't trust going anywhere right now, guys. I don't care who opens up, I'm not going. You notice how many times I rinse out the cloth? I think I have OCD with that. This is what I do normally, okay? This is not just for filming. This is what I do. Rinse out the cloth every 2 seconds because I don't want the cloth to be smelly. We have a garbage disposal. We have a dishwasher. We don't have the dishwasher connected because it used to spit up water from the garbage disposal into the dishwasher, and we don't know what's wrong. It's ever since my dad came to install some kind of water filtration thing long time ago. And Joe says we need a new dishwasher, but I think it just needs somebody who knows how to connect it. So we don't use it. Now mopping the laundry room. See, I have flour. This is bread flour. We have a water dispenser. This next stand right in front of the mop has appliances and sugar and stuff like that. We put this tile too on this floor. This white looking tile. I think the next project I want to do is renovate this laundry room. Take everything out, put new tile floor down, take the popcorn off the ceiling, paint the walls. Oh God, just thinking about it I got tired. So now we're mopping the kitchen. I mop the kitchen more often than you would know because every time the kids make something that's fried, it spatters on the floor and I have to come and mop because I don't like dirty floors when I'm cooking. I think I can cope with a messy counter than to cope with a dirty floor. If I'm walking and my shoes is sticking to the tile and stuff, no, it's not happening. We put this tile here too in the kitchen. It had a different type of tile when we first moved in. This house was owned the owner who sold us the house, he bought it to rent it out to this friend of theirs that needed to rent a house. And then she rented it for a while, and then he rented it to his son when the son got grown. The son was newly married, didn't have any kids, so this was too much house for him. 4 bedrooms, 1 3/4 bath. All right, so everything is clean. the house, I mean, and these things right here. I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, I'm going to be posting more of these. I'm also going to be doing reviews. The next review coming up is going to be this light set that I just got. And I'm also going to be doing DIYs, you know, repair and stuff that Joe does around the house, all right? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment below. See you guys again next video.